In the year 2147, Earth was on the brink of collapse. Climate change, pollution, and overpopulation had driven humanity to the edge of desperation. Nations fought each other for the last remaining resources, and the divide between the rich and poor had grown to an unimaginable extent. The world was dark, clouded by smog and despair. Amidst the chaos, a new hope emerged. Scientists had discovered a distant planet, Proxima b, with the potential to support human life. A desperate race to colonize the planet began, as it represented a chance for humanity to escape the self-inflicted horrors of Earth. The United Earth Government, a global coalition formed out of necessity, pooled resources to launch the Ark, a colossal spaceship designed to transport a select few to Proxima b. The passengers were chosen through a rigorous selection process, which prioritized the young, the healthy, and those with valuable skills. It was a cruel reality that only a fraction of Earth's population would be given a chance to start anew. The Ark's journey through space lasted for generations. The descendants of the original passengers grew up in a sterile, artificial environment, knowing only stories of the planet they had left behind. They spent their days maintaining the spaceship, tending to hydroponic gardens, and dreaming of the utopia that awaited them. Finally, after 250 years of travel, the Ark reached Proxima b. The planet was breathtaking, with lush green forests, towering mountains, and oceans teeming with life. The passengers disembarked, ready to build a new world free from the mistakes of the past. However, they were not alone. As they began to explore the planet, they encountered an indigenous species. These beings, known as the Proximians, were an advanced civilization that had been silently observing Earth's self-destruction from afar. The Proximians were a peaceful species, with large, elongated heads and slender bodies. Their skin shimmered with an iridescent glow, and their eyes were as deep and dark as the cosmos. They communicated telepathically, sharing their thoughts and emotions with each other in an instant. They had created a harmonious society, living in symbiosis with their environment. At first, the Proximians welcomed the human settlers. They shared their advanced technology, which allowed the humans to build sustainable cities, free from pollution and disease. They taught them how to harness the planet's natural resources without causing harm, and to communicate telepathically, transcending the limitations of language. For a time, the humans and Proximians coexisted peacefully. The planet flourished, and the humans felt that they had been given a second chance. However, as the generations passed, the dark nature of humanity began to resurface. The humans, still plagued by greed and ambition, started to exploit the Proximians' generosity. They took their technology and used it for selfish purposes, amassing power and wealth. They began to view the Proximians as inferior, believing that their own survival was more important than the well-being of an alien species. Tensions between the two species escalated, and the humans began to build weapons, fearing that the Proximians would one day rise up against them. In response, the Proximians withdrew, retreating to the far reaches of the planet, and cutting off all communication with the humans. As the years went by, the humans grew more powerful, developing new weapons and technologies. They continued to exploit the planet, driven by an insatiable thirst for resources. The once pristine world began to crumble, as the air filled with pollution and the rivers ran black with waste. The Proximians, who had once been so accepting and generous, watched in despair as their world was destroyed. They realized that they could no longer stand idly by while the humans ravaged their home. The Proximians made a difficult decision. They would have to confront the humans and fight for the survival of their species. The Proximians emerged from hiding, their resolve steeling them for the battle ahead. They made contact with the humans once more, this time with a clear ultimatum. They must leave Proxima B, or face the consequences. The humans, fueled by arrogance and fear, refused the Proximians' demand. They saw the planet as their birthright, a prize won through generations of sacrifice and hardship. They believed themselves to be superior, and they would not bow down to an alien species. The Proximians, left with no other choice, engaged in a war for the survival of their civilization. They used their telepathic abilities to infiltrate the minds of the human leaders, sowing discord and confusion. The humans, in turn, unleashed their destructive weapons, raining fire and death upon the Proximians. The war raged on for decades, with neither side gaining the upper hand. The planet, once a paradise, was now a scorched wasteland, its skies blackened by smoke and ash. The oceans boiled and the forests burned, as the two species fought for dominance. As the conflict intensified, a new threat emerged. The planet's core, destabilized by the constant bombardment, began to rupture, causing massive earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. The very fabric of Proxima B was tearing itself apart, threatening to destroy both the humans and the Proximians. In the face of this shared catastrophe, the two species were forced to reevaluate their priorities. They realized that their relentless pursuit of victory had blinded them to the true cost of their actions. Together, they had pushed their world to the brink of annihilation. With time running out, the humans and Proximians set aside their differences and worked together to save their planet. They pooled their knowledge and resources, devising a plan to stabilize the core and reverse the damage they had inflicted. As the planet began to heal, the two species forged a fragile peace. They agreed to share the world, dividing it into separate territories, where each could govern themselves according to their own values and beliefs. The human settlers, chastened by their near destruction, embraced the lessons taught by the Proximians. They vowed to live in harmony with their environment and to respect the rights of all living beings. The Proximians, in turn, forgave the humans for their transgressions and promised to help guide them on their path to redemption. As the years passed, the scars of war slowly faded, and the planet began to flourish once more. The humans and Proximians, bound together by their shared struggle, worked in partnership to create a world that was greater than the sum of its parts. In the end, the first contact between humans and aliens had brought both tragedy and triumph. The two species, though different in countless ways, had discovered a commonality in their shared capacity for growth and redemption. Together, they forged a new future, one that promised hope for both their civilizations and for the countless generations that would follow. As the decades turned into centuries, the partnership between humans and Proximians evolved into something greater. The two species learned from each other, merging their technologies, philosophies, and even their very DNA. Over time, the line between human and Proximian began to blur, giving birth to a new civilization unlike any that had come before. This new society was built upon the principles of unity, compassion, and respect for all life. The once divided planet was now governed by a single council, composed of representatives from both species, who worked together to make decisions for the greater good. Their advancements in technology and knowledge were used to benefit all, rather than to exploit and dominate. The people of this hybrid civilization began to explore the universe, driven by a desire to learn and to connect with other sentient beings. They discovered that they were not alone in the cosmos, and that countless other civilizations existed, each with their own unique histories, cultures, and struggles. The humans and Proximians, now united as one, became ambassadors of peace and cooperation. They shared their story of redemption and transformation with others, offering their aid and wisdom to those in need. In doing so, they began to weave a vast tapestry of interconnected civilizations, bound together by mutual understanding and respect. The legacy of the first contact between humans and Proximians endured, a testament to the power of unity and the indomitable spirit of life. As the new civilization thrived, the memory of their dark past served as a reminder of the terrible consequences of division, and the importance of cherishing the delicate balance of their world. And so, the once dystopian fate of two warring species became a beacon of hope, shining brightly across the cosmos. The story of humans and Proximians, forever intertwined, served as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, redemption and unity are possible. It was a tale that would be passed down through the ages, inspiring countless generations to strive for a brighter, more compassionate future. From the ashes of war and devastation, the people of Proxima B had forged a new world, one that stood as a shining example of what could be achieved when two disparate species found common ground and worked together. The indomitable spirit of life had triumphed, overcoming even the darkest of instincts, and giving rise to a civilization that would continue to flourish, bound together by a shared history and a shared destiny. In this new era of peace and cooperation, the hybrid civilization flourished beyond their wildest dreams. The combined wisdom and innovation of both humans and Proximians propelled them to heights unimaginable in the dark days of their past. As they continued to explore the cosmos, they discovered a multitude of worlds and civilizations, each offering unique perspectives and knowledge. One such discovery was the Xanarans, a species of sentient plant-like beings with a deep connection to their planet's ecosystem. Their society was based on the principles of environmental symbiosis and harmony, and they possessed an innate ability to communicate with the natural world. The Xanarans taught the people of Proxima B new ways of living in harmony with their environment, further refining their sustainable practices and deepening their appreciation for the planet's delicate balance. In exchange, the Proxima B civilization shared their own experiences and knowledge, offering the Xanarans access to advanced technologies and healthcare, improving their quality of life while preserving their unique connection to their world. As the centuries passed, more and more species joined this growing interstellar community. The tapestry of civilizations continued to expand and intertwine, creating a vast network of mutual support and exchange. Throughout the cosmos, countless species began to work together, sharing knowledge, resources, and a collective desire for a brighter future. This unprecedented era of interstellar cooperation was not without its challenges, however. Differences in beliefs, values, and priorities occasionally led to conflicts and misunderstandings between species. Yet, The lessons learned from the initial contact between humans and Proximians provided a strong foundation for peaceful resolution and diplomacy. As the Proxima B civilization's influence continued to grow, they dedicated themselves to fostering understanding and unity among the countless cultures of the cosmos. They established interstellar academies, where representatives from various species could learn from one another, and initiated cultural exchange programs to promote empathy and appreciation for diversity. It was during one such exchange program that the people of Proxima B encountered a civilization on the verge of collapse. The planet of Neris Prime, inhabited by the Nari, was facing a rapidly deteriorating environment, the result of centuries of reckless exploitation and industrialization. The Nari were desperate, facing the bleak prospect of extinction. Remembering their own past and the second chance they had been granted, the people of Proxima B felt a deep responsibility to help the Nari. They offered their resources, knowledge, and support in an effort to reverse the damage done to Neris Prime and provide a path toward a sustainable future. Working together, the Proxima B civilization and the Nari began the painstaking process of healing the ravaged world. The Proximians shared their advanced environmental restoration technologies, while the humans offered their expertise in sustainable agriculture and resource management. As the years passed, the planet of Neris Prime slowly but surely began to heal. Forests grew, rivers flowed clear and clean, and skies once choked with pollution cleared to reveal the sun and stars above. The Nari people, inspired by the compassion and assistance they had received, vowed to dedicate themselves to a new way of life that prioritized the health of their planet and its inhabitants. The story of Neris Prime became another testament to the power of unity and redemption, a shining example of what could be achieved when diverse species worked together for a common cause. As the interstellar community continued to grow and evolve, the lessons of Proxima B and its inhabitants reverberated throughout the cosmos, inspiring countless civilizations to strive for a future built on cooperation, understanding, and hope.